Yo, so guys, welcome back to another video. This is another basketball NBA reaction from yesterday's game, the Thunder versus the Rockets, full game 7 highlights. And I'm not gonna lie, I saw this game, even though it was very, very late. I had to watch it live, so I have seen I've probably seen everything in this. But people do enjoy sort of the reactions, and of course, I'm probably gonna miss a few things here and there. And it's just good to sort of recap on certain things. And if people want more of these sort of reactions, even when I've seen the game, I'll be sure to do so, but I'm just going to be honest and saying that I have seen this, and the ending is, mate, the ending is nuts. I can't believe how crazy playoff basketball is. Like, the NBA playoffs are ridiculous from what I've seen and what's been happening in the last few days. It's crazy, man, and I'm loving it so much. It's probably I mean, for like someone who's finally getting into the sport, the playoffs is probably the best place for me to sort of really indulge myself and follow the sport, because then I can sort of see the best, experience the best things that happen. And obviously I saw the regular season games as well, but the playoff games that have been happening, especially the game 7 games, have been ridiculous. So let's check this out and see what I may have missed in this game.
Gallinari had a big game in Game 6. This one rims out. Gallo
I know
had
Harden an
25.
absolute mare, bro.
Steven
Harden had the
Adams
shocker, bro.
right down Main Street for the slam.
I actually missed the first quarter.
Early in this game. Adams, the tallest player on the floor right now.
Couldn't find a streak.
Inside, Westbrook gets the layup to go, and we're tied at 2. Was one of the best players in the league, scoring and offensively since the new year. Guys, a couple of guys have been going head-to-head back to their AAU and high school days as Robert Covington hits the 3. This is a matchup that Chris Paul likes. They've been hunting switches for him on Covington. And that's why he likes it so much, Mark Reed.
Oh, shit.
And Harden this time crashing to the court.
Harden's shooting percentage was terrible.
Eric
It
Gordon.
was genuinely at the point where I just didn't want him to shoot, because like, I predicted the Rockets to go through, so I didn't really mind who went through, but for like my prediction, I was sort of backing the Rockets a little bit more. But I saw like people I've really realised that people hate the Rockets, which I mean, maybe I should learn about more, but people really hate the Rockets. I saw on Twitter, and I forgot what I was going to say now. What was I even going to say? That wasn't what I was going to say. I forgot. Are you serious?
Good sign for him.
Just had a brain fart. Yeah, Harden, he was like 2 for 12.
This time Dort drives it in. Nice move inside.
And he went
like
off.
The idea of turning that shot down.
Dort,
you have to
bro.
do what the defense tells
Lou
you to do.
Dort went
Sometimes
off, man.
Keep the pressure on him. Turn down the shot and got the layup.
Just a shame
Okay,
he
Eric Gordon is 2 for 2. Ari
didn't get to win the game, of course. Would have been a
Covington
good
caught
story
in the
for Chris
cross
Paul as
switch,
well.
and Chris Paul found the mismatch underneath.
He's off.
How about that? What a great show he and Donovan Mitchell put on. Great pass to the corner 3, and House drills it. On the post up, gonna try and rock the baby to sleep, and he does. There it is, inbounding underneath. Schroeder with the quick 3 with time winding down. Free throw line.
Tell you what, OKC, they're getting some great looks on the offensive end as Westbrook goes coast to coast.
Mike D'Antoni tell us in our meetings that they'd have to win it partially with their defense here tonight at some point. Baisley off the CP3 dime.
See, it was so close for the whole game, man.
Chris Paul against Tucker. A couple of guys used to going head-to-head.
This guy has no quit in him.
Well, Houston has
It would have been nice for Paul to win just
knowledge
for
about
sort of
his
the
game,
revenge
and
story.
Jeff
I'm not
Green.
gonna lie, that would have been very satisfying. And he was so close, man.
Covington on the baseline. Boy, a soft touch and a great conversion. Shot clock at 4. Baisley's got a fire at the end of the shot clock, and he makes good on the 9-1-1. Thunder up by 3. Green drives and kicks to Tucker. That's his spot. And this one he's able to convert on so far here in the first half. Just 2 points. Dort. Okay, I asked you last time.
He had
who
the
would
game
have
of his
thought
life, man. I remember he had an
Luguentz-Dort would have
insane block as
18
well. I don't know if we
points
show it, but
with a little under 5 minutes to go, and I mean that respectfully.
You're right, and you're right.
After game, I am going to ride with Lou Dort till the wheels fall off.
And it's working so far, Cassidy. Gallinari finally connected. Covington is connected on several and drills another one deep.
Pass the basketball, don't surrender. Take advantage and win your matchup.
Chris Paul slaloms through the traffic. Gilgeous Alexander had all day to line it. Just that down here in Atlanta. Pardon me, in Orlando.
One of many misses.
He's a guy you can trust down the stretch. His competitive spirit. As Gordon knocks down another long ball. That's bad defense and a great unselfish play by Harden.
Dort on the baseline.
Well, I say Harden, actually. We're going to see what he
Pass
did.
and
He
catch
actually
and
could have won the
won
game.
by Steven Adams.
After all this stuff, he had a poor game.
You can't
He could have won the
overstate
game.
his value to the resumption
And
of
I think
play.
he did,
As
to be
Westbrook
honest.
knocks down the foul line jumper.
Was,
Does have 6 assists. Here's Westbrook
play
on the
that he did.
isolation. And the drive-by made it look easy.
Yeah, he started going off. He had a little
10-point
streak in the third
in
quarter.
just
I remember
11
that.
minutes.
But going back to the screen and
It's
roll
not getting
where
hard,
James
bro.
Harden is the screener and Jeff Green coming off first time turn the corner, that time knocks down to impact this ball game.
He's 1 for 7 from downtown. Noel wanted the lob. It wasn't high enough. Dort inside. Great pump fake for the bucket. Houston as a team
Game of his
they
life.
had been 15 of 15. They lead by a bucket, but not for long. Dennis Schroeder at work saying those 7 turnovers, those were my fault. And he's atoning for that tonight.
Okay.
Time inside. Noel and 1.
That
Count
was
it.
naughty, bro.
Guarded by Chris Paul now. They were traded for each other, and that time Russell Westbrook got the better of Paul. Got hurt once he started playing here, sat out about 4 games, and just came back early in the series. Green from the corner. Butter. He's been able to turn it on most times when he wants. Chris Paul with a circus shots. Look at that
Man,
sauce
this game, I'm just
in the
reminiscing
league.
of how crazy it actually was.
Still a lot of bounce in those steps. Gordon on the drive. Over
I really,
Steven
really love.
Adams.
I was getting so gassed. I was in my
Trying to
bed
get
but on my
downhill
laptop,
against
and I was just
Dort.
getting
Great
gassed, bro.
crossover. Russell
It
Westbrook.
was fucking ridiculous.
Chris Paul on the drive-by. Inside, Dort. Covington getting up slowly. It's a 5-on-4. Paul from deep. Got it. Shooting threes, analytics, all those things on the line, and they turn it over. Schroeder in transition over Westbrook for the finish. He's going to back out and try and eat. Little in and out dribble, 3 on the way. CP3.
Underneath the rim on that pass by Paul.
Covington left open, and they make him pay for it. Here he is out
Threes,
top.
man. Threes. Okay.
Back to
that was a
Covington.
naughty
It's been
pass.
his night for 3, and he hits another one. Got numbers because Covington is trailing the play. Dort open. Lou Dort ties the game at 99. Lou Dort out here careering
Game of his
tonight.
life.
Harden
Such a young age as well.
working against Dort. Got into the paint and finished. James Harden took
How
it
he
in the
fell.
face on the way back, but not this time. Covington inside. He misses.
I remember this bit, bro. I was getting like, I was like,
And
what the
rushes out of
fuck
the
is
pack.
going on?
They've got 5-on-4 because Covington is trailing.
End to end.
Wide open bucket. Gilgeous-Alexander is 4 for 15, but he got a good switch here.
I thought like the
as
Rockets were gonna
Gilgeous-Alexander
bottom,
picked him
I
up.
really did.
Out to Tucker, missed the last one, drives it in this time, and knocks down the floater. Houston back up by 1. The ball and under a minute to go. Paul tried to take the charge. Adams picked Gordon
Crazy,
clean and
bro.
got the ball. Chris Paul. Harden falls. Bodies all over. Paul left it short, and Covington clears. Wow. Timeout, Houston Rockets. Houston got its hands on it. Dort for 3, blocked by Harden.
This bit
Dort
there, man.
got it back, tried to throw it off Harden, and missed him.
I mean, look, he had a poor game, but he, like what people were saying, he pretty much won the game for them with that defensive play. I mean, if you have a poor game and you still have like a contribution like that, respect to you, man. Especially when he gets mean for his defensive sort of abilities. I really do respect that because he probably was feeling a bit shit about how poor he played. Because genuinely, like, there was points in the game where I was just like, don't take the free pass it to someone else because I just knew he was going to miss. But like, you got to respect it when you have your off days and you still have a contribution like that. Fair play.
Rockets ball. James Harden. Don't ever talk about his defense again. What a play.
And Chris Paul is trying to sell to the.
They get it into
I love these
Covington, and he's
situations so
fouled
much.
right
They just
away
go to
by
foul them
Dort.
straight away.
Got it, court. Covington misses.
And they get it
Yeah.
blown up.
Like past
The
Steve Adams.
Houston Rockets
It was over.
blow it up, deflected
But this
away.
was mad, man.
They tried to get it to Adams, and ball game over.
I feel for Chris Paul, I do, because he's, I don't know, I actually really, I'm really liking him for what I've seen, and like, and obviously seen, and this is obviously him at the last stages of his career, and he's just going off. I wish I could have experienced him like when he was younger, because the fact that he's like pulling these numbers at 35 years of age, like you've got LeBron, and LeBron's crazy, but LeBron's like at a team where he can like truly compete, and he's got players like top players around him, and that's not me saying the Thunder don't have top players, but I mean like they haven't got the upper echelon. It's basically Chris Paul, and then like he's just got a group of solid players. And he's the main guy at 35. Like with LeBron, he's got AD there, so he can sort of rely on him if he's got like a poor game going on, and just things like that. But you know what? That's just how it is, isn't it? Maybe we'll get one more move like 36, 37, and just be like a backup or like a second, third, fourth man. Because I'd really like him to get like to win the playoffs, man. I'd really like that way. So the Thunder versus the Rockets. I forgot what I was going to do for a second. Second, I wonder how many Harden ended with, because he really had a poor game in terms of shooting, man. Gallinari with 4, jeez, that's a stinker, mate. Adams with 10, Paul with 19, Dort with 30, man. He had the game of his life. Chris Paul had 11 rebounds and 12 assists. I mean, he had quite a low points tally, but 12 assists is big. He was involved a lot, man. And 12 from Schroeder, 6 from Baisley. PJ Tucker with 5, 21. Covington was going in, man. Westbrook with 20. Gordon with 21. Jeez. Harden with 17 in the end. 9 assists from him as well. And like they have their rebounds there. So I mean, like they had it spread around. Was this? Wait, that's Jeff Green. So it's not. I was going to say someone else. I knew it wasn't him because he's not there. 13 points as well. Does it say like shot 3 points? 1 for 9. Covington 6 for 11 as well. From field goals, 4 from 15. Bro, that is poor. He did struggle, to be fair, but that play, I mean, it ended up getting the game for them. So I mean, you can't slander him too much for that, man. I'm excited to see this series versus the Lakers versus the Rockets. I mean, people are saying it's going to be a sweep. I don't know about that, but maybe it will be, because the Lakers have had a lot more rest, and these guys must be absolutely shattered. To go to Game 7 must be so exhausting, man. The last 0.5 seconds of this game lasted like 20 minutes, literally. It was like there was 2 timeouts. There was like the call for something. I remember Chris Paul was getting angry and they had to like call for something. I forgot what it was for. It lasted for so long. In my opinion, the Thunder should have gave it to Steven Adams in the rim. He's the tallest man on the floor. They should have put all the tall players right underneath the rim to tip him. I was kind of confused that they passed it to him at the 3-point line, but I guess with 1 second left, and you've only got 5 seconds at the point where he's passing it in, you've probably just like, maybe you'll let your emotions get the better of you and you don't think 100% straight. 2020 really the craziest year. Harden out, winning Game 7s off defense. Never been ashamed like that, actually. Never been ashamed to be an OKC fan. We might have lost the first round again, but still my team, we overachieved the season, and CP3 proved me wrong. Dort with 30 points, but that last play showed his inexperience. That's the thing, man. He had the game of his life, and then he had that moment. But to be honest, I don't know if it would be completely his fault. Possibly is. I mean, I don't know enough to say like whether it was his fault or not. But people would probably say that. I mean, if he's got like that sort of that amount of people liking his comment, I guess it is true, or quite true anyway. Those last 1.1 seconds felt like forever. If you told me that in this game Harden would go 4 for 15, Russ would have 20, CP3 would have their triple double, and Dort would have 30, I would have guessed that it was an OKC blowout. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they had like the Rockets had a lot of other players like doing bits for them. To be fair, like when Harden wasn't performing, they had obviously they just had like, I think they had 3 players over 20, right? I forget who it was, the 3 players over 20, but they had 3 over 20, which is what you want, especially when your big players aren't necessarily performing to how they should do. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. What's been your favourite sort of ending to a game? Because in the last 3 days we've obviously had the Jazz game, this game, and the Bucks as well. Like the foul at the end. Like there's been some crazy finishes, man. And yeah, what's been your favourite if you have one, or maybe just all of them in general, because they've just been incredible. Hopefully there's going to be some more crazy games tonight. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, like, subscribe, peace.